Good morning all and welcome once again to Red Blur Gaming. I am your host Marty, and today's video is brought to you by a subscriber, Horizon17. Shout out to you, my friend. Horizon was after an army showcase video, so today we will go into and look at my Dark Angels army, what is painted and how much I have of it currently that I can switch in and out to play competitive 2,000 point army lists. First of all, thank you to those who have subscribed. Thank you to all the likes, the comments that I receive on my videos. I really appreciate it. This community is going strong. But if you haven't yet subscribed, please do so. Hit that bell icon, and that way you'll get notifications for when I post. And remember, peace and love to everyone. So let's get into it. We will start off with, again, some models that I have and haven't painted. I have a Juki carry case that I use, which obviously carries a lot of my current army. There is some stuff that I don't think I have currently out and about ready to go, but let's get into it. We will start with a model that wasn't painted by me, but again painted by the one and only Ash Mangan. Does have an Instagram account. I'm not 100% sure what it is off the top of my brain, but as you can see here, this is a Ballistus Dreadnought painted by Ash. My army colours are simple, purple and gold. They are all my requirements. When I ask Ash to paint for me, I give him complete and utter art freedom. Liberals, go nuts. I always tell him I don't care. This model was actually from the Leviathan box, which I brought with a friend of mine who wanted it. In the end, he decided he wanted other models that I had, and we traded back for it, so that, otherwise I would have been paying him for the model. So in the end, he's gone ahead and given it a fair old whack of trying to really make it a Dark Angels model, getting, bits and pieces onto it for me. Really zazzing it up. And as you can see, there's a lot of icons on there. And that obviously hasn't been played yet, I don't think, from memory, but there is my Brutalis Dreadnought. So we'll just shift him off the screen. We have gone over this model before, but what we will do is we'll get them both in picture. So now you can see that indeed I have two repulsors. Again, different variations. We do have the model, the gunner here ready to go. And as you can see, the antennas on this one have not snapped off. One of those things. We also have the stubber on the back, give it a little bit of difference. But again, we're running the Las Talon with the twin-linked Las cannons. This one we have the boxes open for the rockets. This one we don't. Again, gunner not there on this one, and this one has the rocket pod. Just a bit of change. This has also got the storm bolters on the side, where this has got the rocket pods. Now they did change the way that repulsors now work. As you can see, slightly different there with the painting styles. This one has battle damage, or it's attempted to look like battle damage. This one has none. This was painted second. So a few of the techniques I tried on this one, I came back to try on this one to tidy it up, the lights and so forth. We'll spin around the side so you can see the sides comparison again. No battle damage, but we have battle damage. Look on your screen properly. And we get back around the back here, and again, the gold went further around on this one. As you can see, I ran all the way around the bottom, where this one I stopped on the edges here. Just little subtle differences make it slightly different. Again, twisted the rocket pod so it was off on a little bit of an angle. Tried to really make it look like these models were, going about their daily business. On here, as you can see, we don't have the cover on the rocket that's loaded in there, but here we do, so that would be technically the Hunter Killer missile. So there we go, two repulsors. We'll get them back off screen out of the way, and we will come in with some stuff I've already shown once before, and stuff that sits in the background of my channel view most times, and they are my my Eradicator squad. Sorry, well, I only called them aggressors. It's definitely what they are. As you can see there, we have 3 aggressors. That's all I have currently. I think I have some more, but they're the ones that are painted and together, completed, ready to go in terms of being battle ready, army ready, and not going to cost me any victory points when I get into a competition or tournament. We have 6, technically, Deathwing Terminators. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 5, my bad. Miscounted. Technically, there is a 6th. Oops, he's just slightly off site. And we have one who I've kind of finished fully painting, but he is a Deathwing Knight. Technically can play as a Deathwing Knight, but also, given the fact that Deathwing Terminators can take different equipment, he more suits that. They have a homing beacon teleporter painted as well. So there's those guys, as you can see, different styles of basing, different colours, different fits. Currently right now I'm reaching off camera to pick up a few more items to be able to get up here and show you. So yeah, those guys can obviously jump back off screen again. Get them out of the way, bingo banga bongo. Because I cleaned my desk up slightly so I could actually get this done without too much hassle. And some of these models will actually go away into the case that I have beside me. But now we're going to come in with the Storm Speeder Thunderstrike. Now, as you can see, got the latest Talon, got the Storm Speeder missiles on it. I'll have to tilt it down. It's got the rocket pods, and as you can see, this one's painted again. Has that road icon traveling from grass, from asphalt onto old school road. The insides have been painted to the best of my abilities. It's not the greatest, but then you spin it around, you can see again. Just drop him down the back there. Painted, sorted out, colours. But yeah, I have one of these in my army. Very handy. Gives you that +1 to wound against monsters and vehicles, which, when attacking with some of the things we've already shown, you know, the 4+ can become a 3, the 3+ can become a 2. Really helps with taking out big models and getting rid of some problems. Next, we have make sure that's on the table properly. Gladiator Lancer. And now, this is the fun part. For travel purposes, did I re-glue that down? No, I haven't. I actually made sure that his gun was removable, because it just to save on doing damage to those icons. As you can see, I've given him a bit of a turn. He's got a different base. There I've used some green stuff with some magnets to try and change the angle. It's got still got the gold and the purple. A few different bits and pieces. Definitely tried some things. On the top there, I've gone into using, which I'll pull on screen right now. This technical oxide, Unilac. Very good for making it look like things have rusted. We've got a little bit in the engine bays, on engine exhaust ports, and there you can see again the gold all the way around. And here you can see it's a lot neater. Definitely have improved my painting skills when you look at this compared to those 2 repulsors. There is a major improvement in the way I painted and got everything on. Now, there is a couple of models here that, again, let's get them on view. Painted by the one and only Ash. 2 my brain can't even give you what they are, but there is 2 of them. Tech Marines, sorry. We have a Apothecary, which I painted myself. Definitely, again, this is more into my painting skills improving, as you can see there. A lot neater, a lot less blurring of lines, colours, good spots. Definitely a much better painted mini on my end, I will say. It's got the yellow heart in there instead. But yeah, again, improved slightly. But over there, but these are the ones painted by Ash. Very similar, one dark, one light. Tech Marines, again, obviously I glued these together myself and got them set up ready to go, and then primed them and gave them to Ash. Again, can't complain on the ability of Ash. It does an amazing job. Really can't say anything more. You know, they've got different arm guards. Obviously, I changed the arm guard on this one, the shoulder pauldron, and then here, slightly different, less color on his items there in his arm, but that's okay because I was very happy with this one, and some gold trim around his boots, something different, a little bit worn on the front, makes it look like he's been trudging around. And then we have my Hellblasters, which I have, obviously you can see they're painted. They have the white, the stripe on their head, and they actually have a solid yellow knee. That was to give them a bit of standout, a bit of something different. Make them really look like they're a different unit and whatnot there as they go through. Some are painted better than others. Some of them are quite shiny. I think I accidentally have gloss varnished a couple of those, but they ride in this bad boy, which when I pick it up, hopefully everything all good. We'll get them off to the side, just out of the way slightly. They ride in this, and again, smart me, look at this. We have painted the interior of the Impulsor. I've done the light on there. It has the shield dome, obviously to allow for the invol on them. Old mate got a blue lid, something different. Again, gun, some change of painting skills, a little bit of dry brushing the silver over the top to make it different. The gold still on the front. Again, a nice base, but this base was actually helped put together by my lovely partner. So now we have an Impulsor, which get over there. We have Azrael, which was painted by someone else. You know, not a bad job. Was impressed to start with. That person and I, unfortunately, have had a slight falling out because he failed me on a project I asked him to do, which he promised to complete on time and didn't. I won't go into that. That's just another kettle of fish. But you know, as for a person in general, I was quite disappointed with the fact that he couldn't live up to his end of the agreement. But yeah, Azrael, obviously, Azrael is linked in with my Hellblasters and my Apothecary, feeding off that sustained hit, giving the unit a invul save, thanks to his abilities, his helmet. And then a Watcher in the Dark, which I paint, which obviously one there, but there's a Watcher in the Dark there that I painted in the background, just there, or foreground now. He is there to assist with giving that anti-mortals, making them a touch tougher and stronger to deal with, riding in an Impulsor, providing the ability to overcharge and not stress too much. But yeah, that's almost the first tray out of this case done, and we have here the Firestrike servo turret, which I painted myself. As you can see, done a bit of crazy dry brushing on the base there. Again, possibly slightly better skills improving as I paint. But this is the autocannon version, and just tested it out, played it a couple of times. It was acceptable to a degree. Would have liked it to have done more in the fights that I did have with using it, but unfortunately it let me down a few times, and you know, that's just the way it is sometimes. Sometimes models work in an army, sometimes they don't, and you know, unfortunately that experiment really didn't pan out the way I would have preferred. Let's just clean up some of these minis and get them on this tray, because then I don't actually have to worry about where I put them when I put them back in. So again, I'm off screen just slightly, just putting back the tray of body bits, and we will go into the next tray, which I might just put it on screen, because this is where everything becomes crazy with my army. So the current army that I am running is classified as Company of Hunters. Spare Hellblaster, just in case I didn't like the other guy. There's no room for him down there, which is fine. But this is running, and we'll set it up. We'll set it out. So this is the current iteration of this company of hunters detachment. Now it is running. I'll get all these guys out here because this, hopefully they will fit. They may not. There is quite a few of them. But at the moment, I'm running two squads of 3 Outriders, which you can see just there. We then have, where is he? There he is. The command squad, which is slightly off the corner there, but that's okay. We have a command squad. Now that command squad is linked in with, I don't think I have them all on this this tray, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Push those back slightly. And there's one more to come. That is 6. Now there's a squad of scouts, which we'll just look at quickly, because then they can go back on the tray and be out of the way for the time being. We have one squad of scouts. Again, as you can see, painting skills have slightly improved. But there we go, scouts. Scout squad, the new scout squad, the ones that came about from Kill Team. But there's those guys with the sniper rifle, the heavy bolter, a scout sergeant with the bolt pistol, and bolt guns on a couple of the boys, and that is them. Now that tray is finished for the time being, because we have one more tray to come out, which has the rest of the units on it. Now, as we said, we have, there we go, 6. So there is, some of these bikes may have slightly come offline, but that there, so far, we have, what have we got, 15. We have 15 bikes. So this is Company of Hunters. We have one more unit who are supported by a chaplain of Dreadnoughts. So we get another, again, custom bases, all built by me. You can't quite see them there too well. Some of these guys have, unfortunately, they didn't like the gluing stage and have come unstuck, and we'll have to go and re-glue them. But there we go. That is another squad of bikes. Now, the rest of it are not going to fit for the army on that I was playing on the table at the moment, but I will start packing some of these guys away. But what I run is 2 groups of these in threes, allowing them to run around and do what they need. Very much action monkeys, going about supporting my troops, getting stuff done, being in the way technically, making it difficult for my opponent to really, stop me from getting to certain things. So I can, let's just take those guys out. There we go. I can get in there, get in the way, shoot some people, be a pain, and really be annoying to one of the guys, the people that I'm playing against. Notice there's a little bit of room on that tray there to whack a few more Space Marines on. Let's get them off my table. Excuse the talking to myself again. Possibly. There we go. Bada bing, bada boom. So that is that done. And as we can see, so one of these guys was 6 more Black Knights. Obviously gives the, again, this was painted by someone else. The same person that painted Azrael. They did a great job on this, and then you will see shortly the job they did on what annoyed me the most and rather frustrated me. But here we go. So now we have one more squad of, and you may have already, actually, I think I may have gotten out a couple of the models that they painted for me, but here we go. As you can see, that these models, apart from some of it, they did a half decent job. I've accidentally broken a few models. I have a guy here who's missing a. Oh no, these are different models, but some of them I had to custom fit some of these rifles because you see they don't have the plasma guns. Don't come standard with all of the models, but what I do run is another squad of Raven Wing Black Knights with the command squad. So we've got 2 command squads, one squad of, with a one squad with I can get all these guys back on their tray because that's what I'm just trying to do without causing any trouble and breaking any, because it seems to be the way it goes. One squad of so we've got 2 squads of Black Knights, 2 with. Just put them away. Oh, yeah, no, you're good. You're not going to do. What's causing the problems there? Oh, it's not one guy. 2 squads of Black Knights there with command squads, and 1 squad with a chaplain, and then 3, well, technically 6, but 6 Outriders. Now there is other stuff that is painted that is away that I haven't quite got out, but I have a full contingent of Blade Guard, 6 Blade Guard, a Blade Guard champion. That was originally what I ran with Azrael back when I first got into, first played in a competitive scene at RatCon. And I also have 5 infiltrators, a lieutenant in Phobos armor, and approximately 10, maybe more, standard intercessors painted, as well as at least 5 assault intercessors, and also in another box that I haven't got out yet, which I probably should have. I was trying to get everything out, but it's there's a lot more there than I anticipated. A little bit hard to get it all out of because it's packed away, because I'm not currently using it or building it or playing with it, so it's just a way out of my way for the time being. There is a jump pack captain, a squad of jump pack intercessors, and a chaplain painted, which actually I might be able to find. So if you just give me 30 seconds. Well, actually, while we're here, we've actually found a few more bits and pieces that I can display, which will make life rather interesting, because some of these things are done, built, painted, finished. Stuff that I didn't. I've got to replace that engine. Stuff that I didn't actually paint myself, which again I showed off this base the other week. Well, this base actually belongs to, if you can see it, which you can't because it's too far away. There we go, a Nephilim jet fighter for my Dark Angels. I brought this pre-loved, pre-painted off. I just had to glue it back together slightly. There was a few problems. I've actually still got to glue this wing back together, but I have an engine which is actually right there. I have a couple of them. Actually, one that turned out trashy and one that turned out really well. But yeah, I've just got to replace that engine, get that in there. It's kind of quite slightly bigger possibly than, but I have another one of those. I do have a couple of those. But yeah, there's that. I painted this one myself. I'll change it out for So this is the Dark Talon. As you can see, I've painted this one myself. Its base is actually just here. So there's another. That one or this one? I've got a couple. Oh no, that's it. As you can see, I've got 3 flight stands. Look at that, 1, 2, 3. Obviously this one not finished, these 2 finished. And yeah, so here is the, again, just a change up. He's part of his engine in this canopy section here. Intentionally not painted, just for fun. But you can see I've gone around and tried to really stand out some of the sections. I may do these logos on the wing. I hadn't got around to it. I wasn't 100% sure what I wanted to do with them, but as far as I was concerned, it is tabletop ready and ready to play. We'll put him to a side. Now we have the good old, what you call a space potato. Again, I brought this pre-built. I have obviously given it a paint myself. As you can see there. And because it's Raven Wing, I've primed it black. There he is in there. Oh good, buttons and whatnot painted. Missiles, guns. Just tried something different, something that I was quite happy with in the end of how I painted them. But then we go into and we've got, we have 1 chaplain. We have 2 chaplains. We have our, here they come, jump pack intercessors. As you can see, as they come cruising in like nutcases. And when we get to it, there he is, jump pack captain, another jump pack intercessor. And then we have another, look at that. Talking about intercessors, another repulsor, redemptor painted by Ash. Talking about intercessors, I found them. At least 5 of them anyway. But here are 5. 5 intercessors painted by myself. Painted by myself. And that there, folks, currently is everything that I have access to get to quite comfortably. I have other Space Marines that, luckily, especially Dark Angels, luckily I've been gifted by a few friends who were getting out of Dark Angels, and they, in the background, here we go. Get them in the foreground now, I suppose. I'll move all these guys out of the way again. But again, some freehand on the wings there. Looks like he's got some battle damage. Ash did another marvellous job with this guy. A nice green on the laser there. Get these guys out of the way, including my crazy intercessors, and we can have a look at again. I thought I did a marvellous job with this guy. Painting again, much neater, less slips, accidental slips. Bit of dry brushing on his chest there. Helmet, different style. Shield, nice and clean. Different techniques. Again, and again, dry brushing all over on some of the spots just to make it look like a little bit of wear and tear, a little bit of destruction. But yeah, there is my Terminator chaplain. And then I have a normal chaplain who really, again, the black upper body. Guys, something very chaplain-like. He's got the skull mask on there, and then we've gone in and we've done the best we can. As you can see, coat looks probably a little shoddy, but again, the best I can do. Well, more improved painting skills, less accidental movement of the brush going across places where it doesn't need to be, but a model I was very happy with. And as I was saying, get these 5 Terminators in. These come from Nick, and along with a few bikes which some of them you saw because I converted them into my Black Knights. But yeah, there is an army showcase video of my Dark Angels, what I have currently floating around, stuff that is painted, be it half decently or not. To be honest, some of it's a little bit below par, substandard, but every time I paint, I get better. And that's the goal of, you know, this entire journey, is to improve every time you paint, get better, and eventually, you know, everyone comments and congratulates you on your painting skills. But that's all from me. You know, thanks for listening to my randomness. Thanks for Horizon 17 for the shout out, the question on the video. Hope this is enjoyable, and I hope you get to watch it, man. That's all from me. Don't forget, if you like what I post, like, subscribe, hit that notification button, and I'll see you next video. Peace out.